United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call, please.
Mayor Brown.
Present.
Commissioner Hendrick. Here. Commissioner Lovett. Here. Commissioner Melling. Here. Commissioner Phelan.
Here.
Commissioner Skotarczyk.
Here.
Commissioner Turner.
Here.
City Manager Davis.
Here.
Thank you. First thing on the agenda is communications. We have a letter to the city from D. Bruce Beaton, attorney, wanting to put lights on Christmas tree, or the spruce tree outside his office. It's been approved, and hopefully he'll be doing that over the next couple days. He's still in process.
Actually, the tree is on the vacant lot
Right.
next to the office,
Yes.
which we own.
We own it. He wants to do it nice for the city, and we're not about to say no. Okay. Next up is public comment. Those wishing to address the commission.
Receiving that.
Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you. I'm just moving right along, aren't I?
I move that we accept the communication and place it in the file.
Support.
The motion support, discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, say nay. Carries. Next, we have public comment. Those wishing to address the commission may step up to the podium, give their name and address, and keep your comments to 5 minutes, please. Anyone? Sir?
My name's Art Roshan, 5830 Plank Road, Carville Township. I'd like to discuss an issue that was brought about and kind of been beaten a little bit. There was a big thing that came out, what was it, back in March or so, when they were, I'm not exactly sure the time frame off the top of my head. The Marine State Police was in the park to qualify their weapons. I find that to be grossly incompetent of that department, and frankly it does affect me, as in I do live in Carville Township. The reason why is that where that park is on the border of Carville Township. Am I allowed to ask a question to a board member here or something?
We prefer that you don't direct questions
Okay.
to the board. This is your opportunity to speak.
There is no way to accurately know where all those ricochets went. And I do say ricochets, because there are some. And the reason why I know this is because you do not know what the consistency of that berm was, the density, nor the mass of it. Some of you are probably up there rolling your eyes that I'm beating this again. But let me shed a little light on this. You're using 5.56 millimeter bullets, also known as 223, which shoot at 2,800 feet per second. They impact at 1076 feet per square inch. Give or take a little bit in my math. Mind you, that's a 5.56 military spec bullet that's been modified for civilian use, or law enforcement in this case. The weapon and that bullet is designed to tumble and ricochet upon impact. I know from my experience at ranges and my advanced marksmanship training and basic marksmanship training, these bullets do ricochet a lot. They're rated at about 600 meters point target, 800 meters area target. That's over half a mile. Half a mile. That just speaks volumes to me. It really does. And to know that a ricochet will go any which direction. Any person that's ever bought a pistol in the St. Clair County has to go to the Sheriff's Department and apply for a pistol permit. Before they give you that pistol permit, they give you a test. One of the questions on the test is they ask you, if a bullet strikes a solid object or not solid object, which way will it go? It is unpredictable. They say, will it come back in a straight line? No, it will not. It will go any which way. Meaning it go in Carville Township, it going to the houses that are behind the berms, going to businesses that are that way, either which way. That bolt will at least carry over 2,000 meters if you didn't know that. Other rounds probably used there were service rounds, 9mm, 1250 feet per second, impacting at 430 foot-pounds per square inch. 40 Smith & Wesson, I'm not sure if Marine City uses them, 1,100 feet per second, impacting at 463 foot-pounds per square inch. Shotguns, 1-ounce slugs, that impact at 2363 pounds per square inch, foot-pounds per square inch. 3/4 inch slugs, which are 1865 pounds per square inch. All these bullets are classified as supersonic. You know, I really do find it that there was at least one member of the commission that stood up and said, hey, we need to do something about this. But it was voted down. That speaks volumes to me, it really does. You know, apparently the good old boy system is still in play here. And the hiding behind the incompetence of saying, oh, we won't do it again. No one got hurt this time. Don't worry about it. Really does speak volumes. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else? Hearing no one, we'll move on. Next on the agenda is to approve said agenda.
Move that we approve the agenda as presented.
Support. Motion and support. Any additions, deletions, comments? None. All in favor of approving the agenda, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say nay. Carries. Next, we have approval of the minutes from the City Commission regular meeting, November 15, 2012.
I move that we accept the minutes of the City Commission regular meeting November 15th, 2012, and place them in the file.
Support. Motion and support. Any comments? Hearing none. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say nay. Carries. Next, we move on to the consent agenda. We have first the 2013 City of Marine City regular meeting schedule. And I think those are available at the office and online, probably.
They will be after you.
Yes, after we approve them, right? Next, we have the Tifa meeting minutes from October 16, 2012.
I move that we accept the, the agenda? Yeah, the consent agenda, place it in file.
Support. Motion and support. Any comment on the consent agenda? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed, say nay. Carries. We have no unfinished business. We'll move on to new business. 10A, audit engagement letter from McBride Manley and Company.
We usually get this right after the other audit. This would be the engagement letter for the 2012-13 audit. Actually, the pricing that is quoted in here is slightly less than it was last year as far as a potential maximum. We typically don't bill the maximum because the records are in such good shape that they don't spend as much time in here as they estimate. It's normally about $2,000 to $4,000 less than what they show as a maximum on here. So I'm, myself and the finance director are recommending that we engage McBride and Manley for next year's audit as well. Any questions?
I have motion, questions, any comments?
I move that we accept the audit engagement letter from McBride Manley and Company.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and second. Any discussion? Hearing none. Seems like we're all pretty happy with McBride Manley. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say nay. Carries. Next, we have the Marine City Festival Incorporated Maritime Days announcement, and Melissa Blanchard is here to speak.
I came to you about a month ago requesting a tentative
special event application. Just let you know, we're still working on it. We have went from talking to one carnival company to now 3 are potentially interested in coming to Marine City, so that is just great. But all 3 of them have a different availability. So I had requested the first weekend in August. I hope to have a signed contract before our next meeting, but I wanted to see if there was any opposition to any one of the first 3 weekends in August. We have no intentions on moving it out of August, but there's still some variance as to if it's a first, second, or third weekend.
As far as we know, and I talked to Diane, we don't see any other potential conflicts that run from moving it, okay? And once we kind of get it locked in, then we'll make sure that there's no conflicts from that point forward.
Conflicts with our schedule or
Yeah,
other?
well, not
other
so much
commu-
our
other
schedule, but
communities?
just in general, what's happening in the city, okay? Any other things that typically come up in August or during the summer months, okay?
How soon would you have this nailed down? Because I don't want to tie up 3 weekends and then next week somebody is really pushing to get something else done.
I should have one contract in the mail over the weekend, and we're gonna hear back from another one at the beginning of next week. So absolutely, if there's something that comes in before the next meeting, we can try and expedite it or, make a decision sooner. But I definitely should have something by.
It's
the
not
next
you,
meeting.
don't worry.
Okay.
Well, keep in mind that we probably won't have the first meeting in January, but I
Right.
don't see issues as long as it's done by the second meeting in January, which would be the third Thursday of
Okay.
January, okay?
And then, I guess, as soon as you would know the actual weekend, make sure that John and Diana
Right.
are very well aware of that so that we can,
As soon as I get a signed
Keep
contract,
things
I'll
open.
let you know. So.
does anyone else on the board have any issues with any of that? No? Okay,
Okay, thank you so much.
thank you. And thank you for your hard work on getting that squared away. Okay, next we have cancellation of the January 3, 2013 meeting. City office closure on Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, New Year's Eve, New Year's Day. Do I have a motion to proceed with the cancellation of the January 3 meeting?
I'll make a motion to cancel the January 3rd, 2013 meeting.
Support.
A motion and support, discussion? Anyone really want to have it that bad? Okay, all in favor of canceling the January 13, 2013 meeting? January 3, 2013 meeting, I'm sorry. Signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed, say nay. Carries. That was tough one to push through. Next, we have financial business. Fund transfer resolutions. Transfer of $3,356.74 from debt issue C fund to debt issue A fund. Closed debt service account bonds paid off.
That's a good thing.
Darn, less money we gotta spend.
I'll make a motion to adopt the fund transfer resolution as presented.
Support. We have a motion and support. Any discussion? All in favor of adopting the fund transfer resolution, signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed, say nay. Carries. See, we can all just get along. Next, we have disbursements, including payroll of $360,447.94.
I move that we accept the payment to payroll in the amount of $360,447.94.
Support.
Okay, we have motion and support. Discussion? Hearing none?
No, I did have one question.
Yes, sir.
If, I get these, I just wanted an explanation on the health insurance payments, how they're broken out, just what's going to where. Like you've got this one group up here for 13,000, then you got another one here for 978, then we got one for 9,500.
There's really just 2 areas that they get bend to, okay? They get bend to either the general fund or some portion of what we have put away for healthcare, retiree healthcare, but it all comes back to the general fund. And then you have another group that gets been to water and sewer, because that's the group that came out of water and sewer.
And then there's another, on the other part of the packet, then there's for the HSA, the money for the HSAs, is that it?
Right, that's paid at the beginning of the year. We pay 75% of the deductible at this point in time now. Contracts are coming up this year, so we'll be renegotiating some
So
of
that
that for next year.
47,000 is the
It's a
city's
one-time,
contribution to that?
yeah, it's a one-time.
Anyone else? Roll call vote, please.
Commissioner Hendrick,
Yes.
Commissioner Lovett,
Yes,
Commissioner Milling,
Yes.
Commissioner Salin,
Yes.
Commissioner Spillier,
Yes.
Commissioner Turner,
Yes.
Mayor Brown,
Yes.
motion carries.
Thank you. That takes us to the city manager's report.
Couple of quick items, bridge replacement. I think they're gonna just cut the bridge in half and drop it on the barge and take it out. I mean, as big as that barge is, that's part. However, the schedule currently calls for the bridge, they're gonna mobilize supposedly on January 28th of 2013. And the bridge would be closed starting February 4th, 2013. Okay? Now, the contractor is pushing MDOT to pull that ahead because of all of the mild weather that's out there right now. He is ready to start right now. We're trying to find out why MDOT's resisting it, okay? And it may be nothing more than a payment issue where they can't, the funding is not available and they can't officially start till after the first of the year. We're trying to see what's going on there, but the contractor would like to start tomorrow if he could. Now, however, that also pulls the closing of that bridge ahead by quite a bit. But the current schedule calls for him to mobilize on the 28th with the bridge closed on the 4th of February. The project is supposed to be completed by October 31st of 2013. But the bridge will go back in somewhere around April or May, it will be opened back up again. Obviously, depending on weather and any conditions they run into, but that's the general plan. The only other item I have is, there is going to be, I guess what I'm gonna call a new attraction in downtown Marine City. We have a couple that bought a building and are going to put in a live theater, 80 to 90 seat theater for live performances. In addition to that, the building will support 3 new apartments above. They've already talked to Bruce, and Michigan's got money available to help develop that, so that'll give us a total of 12 in the downtown area when that's done. This group is moving very quickly. They are already trying to get the demo permit started, and they just got the building last week. So you're gonna see some activity in the downtown area with regards to that. I look at it as a very good plus, because it's going to bring in patrons to downtown all winter long, because she plans on running several of these different types of shows in there, and it's all live entertainment, so. And it's theater type entertainment, it's not, bands or stuff like that, so.
Which building is this?
It's the one where the quilting used to be in, that she
Oh,
moved
okay.
out of.
Matt Osterbeck's old building.
Yeah. So, excited about that, and they have the funding to move forward with it quickly, so, good. And they were looking at 2 other locations, and they picked Marine City, because they like the traditional downtown, the riverfront, and what have you. Yes, sir.
John, I just want to ask you a question about the bridge. If they're able to start earlier, are they able to expedite to get the job done faster?
Well, if they
Are they
start,
able to coordinate, in other words, no sense of tearing up the bridge if you have to wait a while to get the other parts or whatever? I'm just concerned if, I'm all for to get the project started sooner,
if they start earlier, it just pulls the whole timetable ahead. And what they're really trying to stay away from is the DEQ won't let them work, and I believe it starts in mid-April or the end of April, because of fish spawning and what have you. So they're trying, if they can get started earlier, they actually stay well out in front of that, so that if they have any kind of delays at all or something happens, they're not gonna get stopped, because the DEQ will stop them for that. So that's another issue that we're trying to resolve, so.
One more question. In regards of them starting sooner, are we good with the funds that we're
Yeah.
contribute to them? In other words, they already got our funds already for
Yeah,
this
we're-
fiscal year?
We're good with the funds. The bids package came in about, what was it, 700,000 more than the original engineering estimates, but we're only on the hook for 5% of that, so we're okay. We're gonna be tight, but we should be okay. Mary Ellen and I have been watching that real close, so.
All right, thank you.
We should be fine.
Commissioner Hendrick?
Did the old police cars go to auction?
Did what?
The old police cars, did they get auctioned or?
You know what? Yeah, in fact, I talked to Don yesterday. They got sold last week. We're waiting to get the check from the company. One went for just under 6, and the 2000 Grand Marquis, which is really the one that was in the better shape of the two, but it's a 99, it went for just under 3. So the total together was about what we were looking for. So, and I think there was only like a $200 charge for the auction process. So it was pretty effective to do it that way, since we only got a $5,000 bid for both of them the last time we went out. So,
Does that cover him for what he needed for?
yeah.
I just want to thank you for getting that hydrant down at South Marion Broadway. That thing was,
Well, you know what? After you called me, I went and talked to I didn't know, they had 3 on the list, and that was the second one on the list,
well,
so.
I was hoping it was because I turned it in before,
Yeah.
months ago, because that thing was bad.
Yeah, but they had 3 they were getting ready, they were working, one on King Road there and one other location.
Now, the other one I found out, I didn't know if you looked at that one, the hydrant's not bad, it's just due to a tree, it's South Marion, Washington. It was
Yeah,
the
they're gonna
second
look,
one
they're
down.
gonna clean that up around that one.
Because
so.
I don't think they're gonna be able to hook in
Yeah.
with that tree.
Might not happen until next week, but
Yeah.
they're aware of it.
Okay, all right, thanks for getting
You're
that one
welcome.
done.
That's it.
Do you want to continue for Commissioner Privilege while you have the floor?
No,
No? Anyone? Commissioner Privilege?
Yeah, I just want
Commissioner
to, thank Mary Ellen McDonald again for the great job she did with, has done with the treasurer, the reports, and keeping all of that straight and doing such a good job without any problems at all this year. And also, the Chamber of Commerce has done a great job promoting our Christmas in Marine City, a maritime Christmas. And we have the Santa Parade tomorrow. I hope that everybody shows up and comes out and on Saturday down at the mall, Kmart Mall, there's going to be things going on all day, a lot of things for the kids and everybody. So do come out and support, it'd be a good chance to support the merchants down at the Kmart Plaza, because I think sometimes they feel that they're the stepchildren of our city. So, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Anyone else? No one? Okay, I'll take my turn real quick. On behalf of our studio audience, have we gotten anywhere with the microphone situation? I see Mr.
Actually,
Simpson sitting
There's a
there.
gentleman out there that, we have a plan, it's just, it probably won't get executed till after first of the year.
After the first of the year, all right. We'll wait till then, Dave. All right. Okay. Other than that, I don't have a whole lot tonight, other than,
Board appointments?
oh, yes, thank you. Board appointments. We're going to appoint people to the board at the only meeting we have in January. We do need to get some volunteers. We have a lot of open seats. We have a lot of people that have a lot of things to say, good, bad, and indifferent, that could be a part of things. Please see the city hall or the city website or my Facebook postings from time to time. Dave Simpson participates in that a little bit to help me out with that. A lot of opportunity for people to get involved in Marine City. So we want your input, we value your input. And then the only other thing, much to my chagrin, tomorrow night's the Santa Claus Parade, and I hope we have a lot of people there, because if I'm gotta be there, might as well make it a festive time. I'm not a Christmas person, but we'll give it our best shot. So with that, I'll entertain a motion for adjournment.
I
I'll make a
move-
motion to adjourn.
Second.
Got a motion and second. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, say nay. Thank you all. Have a good evening.